welcome to this week's episode of Hawk Talk. I'm Susanna Moberg.
And I'm Coulter Hickok.
And we've got a very special guest on the show today, so we'll let you introduce yourself, where you're from, and what you do here at DSU.
I'm Kennedy Hildebrand. I'm from Billings, Montana, and I'm on the volleyball team.
Absolutely. So from Billings, it's kind of a ways away. Can you tell us a little bit about how you made the journey here to DSU?
Well, I went on a recruiting trip and I just decided to sign right away. I mean, it's a nice family environment, and then Ellie signed, so that was awesome too, because we're best friends, so.
Perfect.
So, talking about volleyball, so tell us a little about the second half of the season so far.
We've definitely played some tough teams, and so we didn't get the results that we wanted, but I think knowing that, it brought us together in all of our chemistry, and coming forward to this weekend, I'm excited to play because I think we're going to end on a high note against Valley City. So.
And I believe that's your senior night, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Awesome. We were talking a little bit about this before the show, but next week you have a pretty big event happening on the school side of things. You're going out, you're starting your teaching. Can you tell us a little bit about what you want to teach, the grade you want to teach, how you chose teaching, that kind of that side of you, I guess?
I want to teach kindergarten to second grade, I think. That's the highest I want to go. What was the other question?
Like, how did you choose to go into teaching, I guess?
I originally started in nursing because all of my family is in the medical field, but then I switched to teaching because I just love little kids and I think it's the right place for me.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Good for you.
Well, is it time for our Smarter
I
Than
think
Fifth
so.
Grader? All right.
Oh, goodness.
So, this was already talked about way before the show, but you wanted to go with cooking and baking. So, we got 1 minute on the clock. You ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh, here
So,
we go.
Susanna's going to start the time as soon as I'm done reading the first question. Sound good?
Yep.
All right. At what temperature does water boil? 212 degrees, 100 degrees, 482 degrees, or 300 degrees?
200. Wait, what?
212?
Yeah.
That's correct. What ingredient is added to bread to make it rise? Flour, milk, water, or yeast?
Yeast.
Correct. How many ounces are in 1 stick of butter? 10, 4, 6, or 8?
8.
Incorrect.
Dang it.
What is gluten? A meat, a mixture of proteins found in wheat products, something found in fruits, or something hipsters don't eat anymore?
Ooh, tough one. Definitely the wheat one, though.
Yes. How many teaspoons are in 1 tablespoon? 3, 4, 2, or 6?
2.
Incorrect.
Wait, what?
If beef comes from adult cows, what is the meat from baby cows called? Venison, veal, pork, or beef?
Beef.
Incorrect.
Oh my goodness.
When cooking, what is it?
hard.
When cooking, what is the first thing you should do? Set out everything you need, wash your hands, preheat the oven, or separate wet and dry ingredients?
Wash your hands.
Correct. What is the Disney movie about the rat who loves to cook?
Ratatouille.
Correct. True or false? Ranch dressing has mayonnaise in it.
False.
That's true. Last question. How many ounces are in 1 cup? 10, 11, 9, or 8?
8.
Correct.
Yes.
Boom! Just on time.
Wow.
Just went off.
So I
Love
mean,
it. Did you keep track of how many she got right?
no, I did not.
I didn't
Oh,
either.
good.
Well, I think you got them all, probably.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear.
Gosh, okay, what is the beef question?
It's
is
veal.
it veal?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought, but then I was thrown off.
You go with the
I
beef
don't know, I wasn't
one.
ready. And then I like the gluten one, things that hipsters don't eat anymore.
I made these questions in the
Maybe.
morning right before I got here, so
I
There
like
we
it.
go.
I like it. All right, well, Ellie wrote these questions, and so we have to throw this, we just did a little fun thing.
Right.
We have to throw this other kind of fun question in for you.
Okay.
What is living with Ellie like?
A whirlwind? It's crazy. I mean, we're always laughing 24/7. We like cooking a lot together. We're kind of like a couple because we do all of these things together.
That's fair. And what is
Yeah.
it like to go from volleyball with Ellie to living with her? Is it like weird to spend that much time together, or is it fun because you guys are best friends?
It's fun because we're best friends. We definitely get to talk about everything, and yeah.
Yeah.
So like we talked about senior nights on Friday actually.
Yep.
So what are some feelings that you're feeling right now?
It's bittersweet for sure. I mean, it's crazy to think that athletics are going to be done for me, but I'm excited to move on to another chapter in my life. So.
And if you were able to tell your freshman self one thing, what would it be?
To not worry about the little things. I think that's what it would be.
Awesome.
Going in, you're a senior, you're kind of getting done. It's bittersweet to
Yeah.
reach the end of your season. What is it like for you to kind of pass on the torch to the next group of seniors coming up? What's that process like, I guess?
Well, the thing in our program is to leave a legacy, so that's what we're trying to do. So we're trying to set a bar so that the upcoming seniors know what to expect and what to do on the court.
Cool.
And I know Ellie was making these questions with me last night, so she wanted to know, what's your favorite memory in Scott Gym?
Probably playing for all the different causes and everything, and then having the chance to meet so many different girls and creating friendships and relationships with them.
And going into this last game this weekend, what are some of your goals kind of going into the game, both for yourself and for the team? Last game, what are you hoping to get out of it?
To leave it all on the court because I don't have a chance to do it again.
That's fair. Definitely fair. You want to ask the last question?
I mean, it's kind of a staple. Have you watched Hawk Talk before?
I want to say yes, but I
Okay,
haven't.
so, I mean, we ask this question to everybody, but what does DSU mean to you?
It means a forever family and having friendships that will last a lifetime.
I like it.
Awesome.
Well, we have a little gift for you to thank you. I didn't really know where you were throwing it. I was just going to let it land. To thank you for coming on the show. So we have your very own I Flew on
I love
Hawk
it.
Talk shirt, sponsored by Immovable Ministries. So this is for you.
Thank you.
Good luck to you this weekend,
Thank
your
you.
senior game, and next week in your teaching. It'll be
Thank
great.
you.
You'll have a lot
I'm
of fun.
excited.
Those
Thank you
kids
for
are lucky
having
to
me.
have you.
Well,
Yeah,
thank you for being on
absolutely.
here.
All right, we'll be right back after this with a very special double interview.
Hey guys, it's Tyler with Immovable Ministries here, and I'm so excited to be able to be the sponsor for this year's Hawk Talk. If you'd like to find out more about Immovable Ministries, you can visit our website at immovableministries.com.
All right, well, welcome back. Now I'm joined with two football players. We're going to do this a little Parker Robinson, Nate Easton style. So why don't you guys tell them who you are and what do you do here at DSU and where you guys are from?
Sure. I'm Tiger Fry. I'm originally from Billings, Montana, and I play football.
My name is Noah Sickler. I'm originally from Dickinson, North Dakota, and I also play football, freshman.
All right, and I hear that you're a transfer, Noah, so
Yep.
why don't you tell about that?
Yeah, out of high school, I was recruited by the University of North Dakota. I went there and played football for a year, and then things just didn't work out, so I got in contact with Coach Stanton and ended up here.
And I also understand that you had some eligibility problems. Just talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I struggled with school, balancing school and football last year, and I had we met with the coaches after I decided to come to DSU and had to work out some things, and I had to do some summer classes and stuff, but got it all taken care of. So.
Awesome. Well, we're glad you're here. And Tiger, you're from senior high, is that correct?
Yep.
So I know that you were a part of those. Were you a part of those AA championships?
No, but we actually took second last year there, and then they went on to win two right after me.
Awesome. So then talk about your journey from senior high, playing in that national or the state championship, to coming to Dickinson.
Yeah. I don't know. I would just credit senior, throughout my entire journey throughout that school, just with, preparing me pretty well for not only college football, but school here as well.
Awesome. So I understand that we had a big game on Saturday. So I know it was against Waldorf. And going into the game, what did you guys feel about that? Like, I know they were they were in the 25th in the nation, and we were 21st. So talk about that.
Yeah, I just think it was a huge game. I think we all knew going into, just the beginning of the week that it was going to be a huge game. Playoffs were up for grabs. Whoever won that game was, had a pretty good chance of making it. And whoever lost, their season was going to be over after this week. So I think we all just went in pretty motivated to go get a win.
Yeah, you could definitely tell, like, in the locker room and stuff, and, like, just looking at everybody and talking to the coaches and stuff. There's just a different type of energy going around, so.
Going into halftime, did the Hokey Pokey have anything to play in that?
Yeah, they kept playing that when we'd come out of our locker room back in. They were playing the Hokey Pokey song for us. I don't know if that was supposed to intimidate us or not, but they got one back after the end of the game was over, so
You definitely
worked
kept
out.
it for motivation in the back of your head. And after we got the win, we were in the end zone after prayer and stuff, and getting to sing that song was awesome.
So talk about freshman Jeremiah Payne. How does that feel knowing that he had 2 blocked field goals and then was able to kick that 42-yard field goal? How did you guys feel about that?
We talked to him, me and the other group of guys, that we saw that he was down after his blocked kicks and stuff, and he was worried that we're gonna go for 2 and stuff now, and he wasn't gonna get a shot. But we told him keep his head up and stuff because you never know what's gonna happen. And then the situation came, and he went out there and he made the big play for us. So that's pretty cool to see.
Yeah, I was pumped. I got nothing else to say. I'm still in shock.
And then Tiger, you had a game as well. I mean, you are now the receiving record holder at DSU. What do you feel about that?
It's just, I've been working for it for a long time, but it's not something I think about during the season at all. So, I mean, I'm happy to accomplish it, but I'd way rather have, a lot more team success down the road for sure.
What do you feel about Tiger's receiving record?
Big dog.
Is that something that you might think about breaking one day?
And it'd be awesome. It's not like it's a back goal, not like one of my main goals, but maybe, possibly.
All right. Well, I know everybody on the team is happy for you, Tiger, and I'm excited. I just know I'm the manager and all that, but I'm super excited for you.
Appreciate it.
No problem. So, I kind of want to do Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader? You guys ready to do Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader?
Let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it.
And you guys wanted zoology, is that correct?
Yeah, let's do zoology.
All right.
Let's really try to do good.
So you saw Kennedy, so you guys know how the game's working right now?
Yeah.
All right. So what's going to happen is I'll ask Tiger 5 questions, and then I'll ask Noah 5 questions. Sound good?
Yep.
Yep.
And you go. So we're going to split the time in half. Each guy's get 30 seconds.
All right.
So we're going to have a person off camera. She's going to start the clock as soon as I'm done reading the first question. Sound good?
Yep.
Perfect. So a group of wolves is called a pack. What is a group of lions called? A pride, a pint, a prestige, or a pod?
A pride.
Correct. Koalas are native to which country? China, United States, Australia, or New Zealand?
China.
Incorrect.
Oof.
True or false? Polar bears are warm-blooded animals.
True.
False.
Sweet.
Sweet.
What living bird lays the largest eggs? Emu, ostrich, rhea, or a condor?
Ostrich.
Correct. What dinosaur had 3 horns on its head? An ankylosaurus, a deinonychus, an allosaurus, or a triceratops?
Triceratops.
Correct.
Nice.
Perfect.
Let's go.
All right, Noah, you ready?
Oh, man.
What is the thick layer of fat called on whales? Butter, blubber, blather, or batter?
Blubber.
Correct.
I like butter.
What does the word dinosaur mean? Gigantic lizard, monstrous lizard, terrible lizard, or awful lizard?
Gigantic.
Incorrect.
Ugh.
True or false? Crustaceans are arthropods, so like they're bugs.
True.
Correct. What is the name of a baby whale? A calf, a cub, a pup, or a fowl?
I'm just gonna go with foul because I don't know what that means.
No,
so.
that's baby horse.
Oh, really? I thought it was
It's a
bird.
pup.
That's dumb.
Actually, it's a calf. What is the name of the animal that you are named after? Talking about.
Me? You want me to answer that?
I mean, sure.
A tiger?
Correct.
Let's go.
All right. Sweet. You got 3 correct?
That's a dub.
That's a dub.
That's a dub. I'll take it.
All right.
Appreciate it.
I mean, what do you guys feel about that?
It was hard.
It's pretty easy. I was nervous at first. I wanted to choose cooking because, if I get a cooking one wrong, it doesn't look too bad.
But I know Tiger's a teacher. Why didn't you want to pick American history?
Because I don't want to be put on blast like that.
All right.
If he gets one wrong, being an American history teacher or major, it's tough.
Yeah,
All right.
that's a lot. That's sick.
So Hayden Gibson went 40 for 67 for completions. I know he threw so much during the game, more than he's probably ever thrown in his whole career. What does that mean for you guys as wide receivers?
I don't know. I think it's fun, obviously. I like catching the ball more than I like blocking, I guess. But, I mean, it just goes to show, it's kind of one of those games. It kind of comes down to, how the game's going for you. I mean, we didn't have a lead until that last field goal. So, we weren't forced to throw all the time. But, I mean, it definitely helps. And it kind of switches your game plan around throughout the game.
Yeah, second that.
So I know right now in the NAI polls, in the coaches polls, we are now at 20th in the nation. What does that mean to you, Tiger, being a position that you are in right now?
I mean, 20 is okay. I mean, I'd like to be higher, obviously, but I mean, 20 is all you got to really be to make a playoff. So, I mean, as long as we stay under that 20, I'm all right with it. Doesn't really matter till playoffs. Everybody's got to play everybody.
Exactly. What about you, Noah? What are your thoughts on it?
As long as we're top 20, we have a shot at the playoffs. That's all that matters at this point. So.
Sweet. So I know this is the last home game that'll be played at the Hank. So what does that mean for you guys, watching the seniors go and move on and do bigger and better things? What does that mean for you?
Go ahead, no, you can take this one.
I mean, like, it's cool to see the relationships I've built with the seniors. I mean, like, I was thinking about it this last weekend. Like, we have one more game, one last home game, and we had talked yesterday as a position group about, like, Brandon is our only senior from our group leaving and stuff, and I know it's kind of sad, but it's his time, but it'd be sad to see those guys go, but it'd be cool to see, like, the juniors step up next year and stuff, so.
Yeah, I mean, it's senior night, so I think this next game, it's all about the seniors for us, especially as a team. I mean, we always play together, but I think we all want the seniors to go out with a bang, so I think that's the biggest thing that's on my mind this Saturday.
And I know we're going to play Mayville. Do you think Coach Stan will try to break that scoring record again?
No, I highly doubt that's on his mind. I think he just wants to win.
Yeah. And, yeah, last question. You guys saw Kennedy answer it. So what does DSU mean to you? Tiger, why don't you answer that one first?
Sure. DSU has just been a huge opportunity for me to, go get a degree somewhere as well as play like the sport I've always loved since I was a little kid. So, DSU is everything to me.
It's honestly like kind of like a second family with all I have a bunch of friends here from high school that are playing at DSU now, and Coach Stanton, it's awesome to play for him, and it's just been a great opportunity. So.
That's awesome. Well, I mean, everybody says that they're a family, and you guys aren't the first ones to say it, and you guys won't be the last ones to say it. So right now, since we got to thank you right now.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
So, yep, you guys get your I Flew on Hawk Talk shirts, and sponsored by Movable Ministries. We thank Tyler and his wife for sponsoring us, and I just want to thank you guys for coming on the show, and see you guys later at practice.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
No problem. We'll be right back with a recap on Hawk Talk.
Here come your Bulldogs. Steps into the throw, in the wind, down to the goal line, and caught! Touchdown, Blue Hawks!
Welcome back to this week's episode of Hawk Talk. We're here for a quick recap of some things that happened this last week and looking forward to some things happening in the future. And we've got Seth back on today. He couldn't resist.
I couldn't resist.
Had to come on
Love
just
the
for a
camera,
little bit.
So I just gotta show up. Yeah, that was a really fun interview. It was cool
that
to
was
watch.
fun.
Cool to watch those two interact. Those two wide
Yeah.
receivers. They both have had.
I like having that double.
Big. Should we do more of that?
I think maybe we should.
Maybe we
Okay,
will.
note to
We'll see.
self.
Anyways,
I'm
back,
pretty sure Ellie should be in charge of the next one, not me.
Well,
see.
Yeah, you should take a turn.
You did a great
It'll
job.
be fun.
Anyways, this past weekend, volleyball, they traveled to presentation in Mayville, took 2 losses over the weekend, but I know they were switching around some positions, and there was people playing things that maybe they weren't used to. So that was, it was good, like Kennedy said, with the camaraderie and get the team chemistry back. And I know this weekend they're playing against Valley City Friday night at 6 p.m. It is senior night for those girls, and we're excited to watch them finish out their career in Scott Gym and just kind of celebrate with them. And then actually afterwards at DePora's House of Barbering, we're hosting, the DSU Heritage Foundation is hosting a post-game social for the volleyball team, and anyone and everyone is welcome to attend that and celebrate with us. That'll be from 6 to 9 actually.
And cross country has their conference meet this weekend at Waldorf, correct?
Yes.
And that's where football played last weekend. And I know.
Got the dub.
And they
Got the
did,
dub.
And we talked to Coach Whitkop last week on the show.
Last
I
week
don't know,
already,
these
yeah.
shows, like these episodes kind of
Run
run together, and I never remember who we have when. But we talked to him a little bit about what to expect at that meet, and so we're really looking forward to the performances this next weekend. Hopefully some nice-ish weather for them
yeah.
at their conference meet. And I'm sure we'll see lots of success. Lisa's been doing a great job this season.
I think those girls are going to win.
They really, I really think, I don't want to knock on wood, but I really think they're going to do.
Yeah. And the
great
boys,
job.
like Coach
So-
was talking about, or the guys, men, whatever. I
Yeah.
should say.
The gentlemen.
Like Coach was saying, Dakota State is going to finish 1-2, like he said, but if we can get 3-4-5, 3-4-5-6, we'll
Yeah,
win the
those-
conference with that. And
Yeah.
so they're gonna have a strong performance. Hawks always come out at the end, so
Excited to
it'll be
see.
fun.
excited to see that.
All right, and then the Blue Hawk football team, they just got back from Waldorf. They got back on Sunday night, like at 1:30 in the morning, maybe 2 o'clock in the morning.
You were
But
with them, correct?
I was. It was a very long trip. But
I'm
anyway,
sure. Oh my gosh.
we got the dub. Jeremiah Payne kicked a 42-yard field goal. Hayden got the all-time throwing passing yard record with
524 yards.
That's what it is. And Tiger Fry now has the all-time receiving record. He beat Dave Olette, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many receptions did he have? 15?
15, I thought.
16 or something like
It was
that?
a lot.
I mean, just an incredible. He had 10 receptions at half.
Yes.
And that was already breaking the record. Or he had 9 and he needed 10 to break the record at halftime. It's just like crazy. But yeah, Hayden was the North Star Offensive Player of the Week.
About
Thanks,
time.
guys.
Along
About time.
with
And
the
then-
NAIA National Offensive
He
Player
was-
of the Week.
and
That's crazy.
I want to
Yeah.
say that's maybe the first time that I can recall that the Blue Hawks have, and Nate and Parker, please correct me. I know you will if I'm wrong, but that maybe is the first time we've had a National Player of the Week ever in our existence, or since the NAIA has been around. We've had plenty of great players and plenty of people who probably deserved it, but Hayden had performance of his life, and for the second time this season, he broke the all-time passing record, and I think by like 100 yards this time. It's like,
Yeah,
oh my
it was
God.
crazy.
But-
But still can't get over that 5 touchdown in a game.
Okay, just can't do it.
No,
He
it's
will.
always sticking at 4, but maybe hopefully on Saturday that can be broken.
Yeah.
And speaking of Saturday, Hawks are playing Mayville for their senior game at the Hank. Better be there
How
because
many seniors do we have?
I'm thinking there's 16 seniors.
16, okay.
Wow.
I could be wrong.
lot of
I know
guys.
Tobin and every other senior will correct me on that. So,
Those two.
but yeah, we're gonna have Blue Hawk game day on Saturday. What
Yep.
time are we starting that
11
at?
We will be at around 11. We'll say around. We can't promise the time, but it'll be around.
No
11.
guarantees, but
guarantees.
11-ish.
Come to the tailgate at 10, and you'll
Yeah.
see us at some time.
And then are we gonna live stream that on Facebook again?
We will be live streaming on
Try to do
Facebook.
our best.
There's going to be, there's quite a bit going on Saturday. There's the actual game starting at 1. Then there's a post-game social at the BAC. I think it's $10 if you're not a member of the Booster Club or the Touchdown Club. But we're also celebrating the seniors that day as well. So excited about that.
Talk a little bit about, we had Coach Vaughn on, well, we had Coach
And Coach
Nelson on
Nelson, yeah.
last week and Coach Vaughn on earlier this season. So let's switch a little bit to
Basketball, here we
basketball
go.
coming up. So this last weekend, the boys lost. We say boys, but like the
They're
men,
men. Yeah, they're
the
men.
men lost. I don't know why I said it like that. That was
'Cause you're so
maybe-
passionate about
I was
it.
just so passionate about men's basketball. Okay, anyways, they lost 71-84 against Hastings College, and then they lost 90-62 against Concordia. But they play Friday in Havre, Montana. So hopefully being, I don't think Havre's that much closer to home, but
Probably
No,
the same distance.
yeah.
definitely not.
Those are some
I was
good
gonna say
games,
maybe
though.
being closer to home, but I don't know why I keep doing this with my hands. I'm so passionate today.
And like I think Coach Nelson was saying last time, they go on quite a road trip.
Yeah.
Like for the whole month of November, basically, they're just traveling, and
Didn't you
they
say
have
like
maybe
5
one
games in a row they're away?
Oh yeah,
Something
and
like
maybe
that,
like
like-
1 or 2 games at home, and then they finally
and
get
then they-
another home game in December. But it'll be a good test for both the men's and the women's team. They're both traveling quite a ways for
Yeah,
the rest of November. So it'll be exciting to see them kind of come together for the first half of the semester, and then really the second half of the year, the second semester is when conference play starts, and so that's the most important half of the season. But this first half
maybe
is,
they're just getting the losses out
I
now,
think that's
and
what's
then
happening,
like when conference comes, they'll be like, oh, we already lost those games.
Yeah,
we don't need to
we
do it
don't- we
again.
won't
We'll just
lose."
win now. Maybe that's the strategy. I
that's
think
what-
I'm
I
gonna
think that's what they're
believe
doing, yeah.
that that's their strategy. And girls also play this weekend in Havre on the 8th, which is Wednesday, Saturday, Friday.
That'd be Friday.
Friday.
It's a Friday, yeah.
6, 7, 8.
6,
Wednesday,
7, 8,
Friday. It's
7, 8, 9.
Friday.
Because
in
7,
Havre,
8, 9,
Montana.
that's why. Anyways.
Wait, that's the joke?
Why is
That's
5
the
afraid of
joke.
6? Because 7, 8, 9. Dad joke.
That's the one. That's perfect.
Thank you.
Well, we want to thank you guys for tuning in today. It's been super fun. I know we've been changing up who's been hosting and who's going to be hosting in the next couple of weeks, but we'll keep changing faces. Maybe we'll put some masks on someday and do some
stop.
interviews like that. We won't do that. We're not going to do that.
It's a
I mean,
good idea, though.
I might be into that idea, but
But we won't.
False.
we'll workshop it.
That's incorrect.
Well, we want to thank Immovable Ministries, Tyler and Kelsey, for partnering with us, for bringing Hawk Talk to life, continuing to bring it out to the community, make it even greater, and make it better and better every single week. And I think, is that everything?
I mean, I hope it's
So,
everything.
I
I
think
mean,
so.
unless you have anything else to add.
Bold statement? No? Nothing?
Not today.
Well, hey, with that, Hawks are up.